Post. Petit Robin 4-1 joint favourite for Barry Geraghty and Nicky Henderson. His Excellency David Pipe trains, and Mikey Ennis, who rides Big Occasion in the Scottish National, takes the ride. Aidan Coleman is aboard Pepit Rose the mare for Venetia Williams, Stagecoach Pearl for Ryan Manier, Sue Smith, Conquisto Steve Gollings and Tom Scudamore. Eastlake and Bocciani both ran yesterday, so don't run today. Eau Crick and Sacré-Trois do, however, and they've got good chances. Timmy Murphy will not ride in the Coral Scottish Grand National. He will not ride Rival d'Estraval. That ride will be taken by Richie McGrath, and his intended mount will now go the way of Adam Wedge. Big news. Pepit
making the running. This could be pretty fiery, Nick. Sacré-Trois goes hard. We've got a couple of other potential contenders for the lead.
Festooned with sheepskin there, Sacré-Trois.
He got all the aids to just try and keep his mind concentrated on what he's supposed to be doing, and that's the thing you need here. Over this trip, they'll go lickety-split. Any mistake is magnified.
I think it sets up for a hold-up horse, this. I think there's going to be a ton of speed, and if Geraghty has his head screwed on, which he usually does, I think he'll bide his time on Petit Robin today.
If it really is a furious gallop, could it all fall apart for His Excellency, who is not an easy ride, but is classy?
That's the type of race he excels in, when they go a blazing gallop and he can come there cruising. Expect to see him held up with plenty to do. Expect some tail flashery, but he could pick up pieces if they go too hard.
His Excellency has been called a few names in the past, but he is talented on his day. Similar comments could well apply to Simon Holt, who's going to call him home.
Thank you, Nick. Yeah, he has a tendency to flash his tail, His Excellency. So if he does that here, it's normal for him. He's at the back in the green sleeves as they set off, and they run round a turn before their first fence, and Ryan Manier in front on Stagecoach Pearl, ahead of being reunited with Aurora's Encore in the Scottish Grand National. Just to remind you that Richie McGrath now riding Rival d'Estraval, Adam Wedge on Rebecca's Choice in the big race after Timmy Murphy was stood down by the doctor. Pepit Rose on the outside in the striped jacket, in the noseband and cheek pieces Sacré-Trois. Then Petit Robin from Conquisto, His Excellency and Eau Crick at the back as they jump the second. And the very light grey Stagecoach Pearl, who invariably goes off quickly, just leading the way to Sacré-Trois and Pepit Rose towards the outside as they arrive at the fence in front of the stands with just over a circuit ahead of them. They land safely. Petit Robin wasn't too fluent there, and the market here dominated by French-bred horses, illustrating the growing influence on French breeding and French jumpers on British racing as they run towards this turn out of the home straight towards the far side. Stagecoach Pearl from Pepit Rose, then Petit Robin round the inside of Sacré-Trois. Up the inside then His Excellency of Eau Crick, who got very sweaty down at the start, Eau Crick, but I think he's done that before. And Conquisto towards the outside. He's often a front runner in the red sleeves, just to the outside under Tom Scudamore. But Stagecoach Pearl is the one that spearheads the field as they start down the back straight with a line of 5 fences to cross in this Scotty brand handicap chase. That's all about food products here in Scotland, and it's Stagecoach Pearl from Pepit Rose. And then a slightly untidy jump from Sacré-Trois on the outside of Conquisto. Petit Robin on the near side, Barry Geraghty in that black cap, followed by Eau Crick, and finally His Excellency. Over the next pinpoint accurate jump from the leader Stagecoach Pearl there as they move on towards an open ditch. Stagecoach Pearl really looking as though he's enjoying it here from Pepit Rose, then Conquisto, Petit Robin as they jump this ditch. Oh, lovely jump again by the grey horse there. Back in the field, Sacré-Trois wasn't fluent once again as they continue on now towards the penultimate fence in the back straight, and this time he put down. Oh, Stagecoach Pearl. Ryan Manier, he looked as though he had a good stride going into it, but the horse just didn't really try very hard for him there, and Pepit Rose looming up on his outside. Then Conquisto, His Excellency into 4th place, but not fluent there. Eau Crick, Sacré-Trois and Petit Robin dropping right away. Conditions might be too quick for Petit Robin. He's being pulled up now by Barry Geraghty. Sacré-Trois appears to have a hopeless task, so it boils down to the leading group of 5 as they swing for home with 4 fences left to jump. And Pepit Rose has taken over from Conquisto. Stagecoach Pearl, after that mistake in the back straight, has dropped back now over 4 out. Pepit Rose, Conquisto, 3 parts of a length between them. Eau Crick and His Excellency fighting it out for 3rd, then Stagecoach Pearl as they run down towards the 3rd last. Who will rise first? It was nothing in it there between Pepit Rose on the far side and Aidan Coleman and Conquisto. Conquisto on the near side. Tom Scudamore coming through to take over. His Excellency chasing hard in third place. Here's the final open ditch. Conquisto by a length or so from Pepit Rose. His Excellency is driven hard back in third, and Conquisto beginning to open up as they go down towards the final fence. Conquisto going great guns here at the last. Conquisto safely over. Pepit Rose brushed through the top and is passed by the tail flashing His Excellency, but racing for the line. Conquisto is bounding away and is eased down to score. Conquisto, a really easy win here for the Tom Scudamore ridden mount. In second place, His Excellency, then in third, Pepit Rose, followed by Ocrick, Stagecoach Pearl, Sacratoire. And at 5-1, Conquisto has turned this into a one-horse race. Tom Scudamore will be on problematic in the big race in just over half.